Here we are live with Justin. He's out fishing today. Justin is live on the water. Hey, Justin, how are you?
I am good. How are you, Dave?
It's good. It's my anniversary, so I'm hanging out
Oh,
here with you.
happy anniversary to you and
Yeah,
Kelly.
she left because I was gonna watch you instead of hanging out with her, so she took off.
Oh, dang.
No, she's here. She's getting ready.
How many years did she have to deal with you?
This will be our 17th year together, our 16th married.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. I'm gonna
Crazy,
try to
right?
do something really quick. Hold on. Make sure it doesn't kick me off. Oh yeah. Oh no, here we go. Let's see. Mm-hmm.
Gang, we're out here live with Justin. He's gone again, but he's fishing live. He's trying to flip the cameras around. There he is. He's back on here with us again. Justin, hello, hello, hello.
Hello. Sorry about that. Trying to
He's
figure out how to
live
flip the
fishing.
cameras around again. Trying to figure out how to do this. Oh, hook up. Here we go. I'll have it switched around before he reels us in.
I hope so.
There we go.
There we are. Perfect.
There we are. Hook up.
Fish.
All right. I'm going to
Okay.
just set it right down here so I can help them out really quick. And now everyone has Dave on here.
Oh, he's going back hard.
I know.
Well, now they
Drop it
Gang,
like
do
it's
me a
hot.
favor. Hit that share button on the bottom. The one that looks like a little Nike swoosh. Hit that share button. Share this with all your friends. And you want to book a trip like this anywhere in the world, fishingbooker.com is your way to go, gang. You want to jump on fishingbooker.com and book a trip. Or if you want to go with Justin, Al, Pablo, or myself, give us a call at 949-374-0786. But if you're anywhere else in the world and you don't have my phone number and you want to get on a boat and go fishing, go to fishingbooker.com. It's got a great ride out and get you out there fishing. Here's the QR code for fishingbooker.com. So you guys can get out there. There's a little red. No, sculpin. What do you got?
Vermilion.
Vermilion. That's what I thought.
That's 5? 5. Now what?
Gang, if you have any questions, comments, answers, let me know. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, everybody. Yep, it's my anniversary today, and here I am spending time watching my good buddy Justin boat trout catch fish.
Like the other boat said, they only caught a couple fish. So did we. Right there. They actually dropped two baby tiny rockfish right here in the water, but the pelican literally ate it. Oh. It extended them into their mouth. Extended them into their mouth. Oh, I see.
Get up here, Mark. There you go. Come on, everybody wants to see little Marley boy. Everybody, you think they want to see Justin, but they really just want to see a monkey. You want to see a little monkey. Look at, there he is in all his glory. The little monkey man, Marley. Marley, look, they're fishing. Look. You want to go fishing? You do? You want to get out there? Oh, stop biting. What do you think? Look at Justin's fishing. There's your buddy Justin. Check him out. Yeah, he's a pretty cool little dude. Well, relax. Quit biting me.
Yeah, we're gonna move. Well, it's too deep.
That feel good to bite me?
We're gonna move? Yeah.
Wind them and grind them so Justin can go find them, guys. Wind them up. Go.
Wind them and grind them so I can go find them.
Is that my buddy Elliot? Marley is a marmoset monkey. He's the smallest monkey in the world. He's full grown. He's almost 5. There he is. That's Marley.
He's so cute.
Look at that's Justin, Marley.
Hey, Marley. Little baby monkey.
He
You're actually a
wants to know
big
if we're
monkey,
gonna catch
so.
anything today. This is boring.
I know. We're trying to. We're trying to not catch stuff. Is what we're doing. We're in super deep water, you know? Really deep.
Oh, yeah. Marley, calm down. Go. He's like, I'm over
Oh,
it,
man.
man. This is boring. The guy ain't catching nothing.
Right? Yeah, we forgot how. You see that? Can you see the red tide? Did you see it in the Did you see it in the other videos I had? The other live?
Yeah, earlier.
It's not really bad yet, but it's coming in thick. Looks like coffee out here. You guys good?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got 5 more rods.
5 more rods reeling. Just kidding.
Gang, what we're gonna do here today is when we get ready to do the podcast at 12 o'clock, Pablo and Al will be on the podcast. We're gonna click off for like 10 minutes, get everything all set up, and then come back on and do the podcast. And we'll be watching Justin in the background. So if he starts to catch anything cool, we'll jump over to Justin. But the thing with the podcast, the reason we got to shut it down and come back on, gang, is because we put the podcast out on Spotify and Apple right after it goes live. So in order to do that, we got to come off, stop, and then start over again. So those of you that are loyal fans, just keep refreshing because we'll go back live again at 12 o'clock. We're going to shut this down at 11:50 and then come back again live at 12. So just keep watching though and see if Justin can catch anything. We're all hoping you catch a fish. Who do you think's going to catch the next fish on the boat, everybody?
Yeah, who's going to catch the next fish? So there's Anthony, Paul, and myself. 1 second. I'm just backing up to the spot really fast. Okay. Marley? Oh.
He'll be on here in a minute.
No, I was just saying the comment. Is there anybody on here? Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
there's like 40 people watching live right
Oh,
now.
here you go. I was on the wrong side. I was actually looking at the very beginning. Hey, Jake, how's it going? Let me get over to the fish really quick so you're not seeing us do not a doggone thing. So we don't drift to them. Get over to the fish, and then you can see us catch them. Here we go.
And Justin, I sent you another link so you can log in after we go off, okay?
Okay. Okay, so who do you think is going to catch the next fish, and what kind of fish do you think they're going to catch? Am I live?
Yep, you're
I am live.
Everybody's watching.
I am live. No, someone said you live. Yes, we're live.
That's Donnie Brockman. Your old boss.
Oh, what's up, Donnie Brockman? How are you doing? I remember you back when Norris was over there working for you. All right, here we go. Who do you think's going to catch the first fish? Here you go.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Anthony is. Don Brockman thinks it's going to be a calico bass.
Oh, no. I wish. That would be cool.
Especially if you got forward in the creek, right?
There you go.
Yeah, I do have full. I'm thinking about basically expanding and adding on like the Tesla batteries. Yeah, the wall.
Haven't caught one of those yet today, Brockman. No whitefish yet.
Tesla battery?
Yeah. Been red, Pocatch, Starry.
You got it right when it came out, huh? Yeah. They were expensive. They were like charging 10,000. Yeah. One of those. Yeah, I was thinking about we might just if we have a new area that we like that we're able to put more solar on. And so we'll probably end up expanding on that.
Kelly girl. Don Brockman down here. Say hi to him. You got your towel on? Everybody would love to see that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh, you guys said it right away. Like right now. Not so hard to hold.
Oh, swinging at
Yeah,
fly.
no. Just that. Said it.
Swinging at flies, gang. When you're fishing
All things hit the
rockfish, you
wind.
don't want to do that big swing. All you want to do is turn the handle 4 or 5 times when you get a bite. You'll either get them or not. That's swinging. That's for TV.
Yeah. It seemed to.
Uh-oh. Froze up. He's all frozen up out there. That's what happens when you're live out on the water, gang. Sometimes things freeze up. He's all frozen up again. I don't know. Turn the handle, Randall. Turn the crank, Hank. Yep. Janetti should be on that tower, but he's not. I don't know. We got to learn him some stuff. He's back. There you are. Back. Are you catching? No? Then you got to drive the boat back to the fish, gang. Don't sit there. I got ADD. I ain't got time for this.
We're going back over another spot.
Yeah, that's what the captain always says when he misses them. Yep. Come on. Somebody hook something. Yeah, you do. You need to run some tech stuff for sure.
Right on top of the spot.
No,
I think
drifting a
if we
weird.
get Justin at the dock and we do this at the dock instead of trying to do it first time live, it'd probably help us tremendously.
So we only get it second, but then I have no bait too.
Are you going to take him to the fish now, or are you done?
I have no bait.
Oh, there you go. Fishing without bait. That'll do it.
Hold on one second. Dang, our freaking drift switched again. Pull them up. Keep them up. Yeah. Our drift switch. All right. Here we go.
No, white croaker's a tomcod. Whitefish, oceanic whitefish, never been called a tomcod. Tomcod are white croaker. They almost look like a yellowfin croaker without the little whisker on their chin. But no, it's not a tomcod. Tommy cod or white croaker, whitefish, oceanic whitefish. There he is.
Hola. We are gonna move, obviously.
Nice.
Our drift was perfect this morning for this spot. And now it's kind of funky. I'm going to just leave the motors on this time so then I can move faster. All right, here we go. Time is 11:40. I got 10 minutes to catch 5 fish.
Yeah, you do.
Did you see that big old frickin' vermilion we got? Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That
That thing was long.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Just gotta back up. There we go. Oh, dang, the fog is rolling thick. All right, you ready? Go ahead. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Anthony's trying to catch a pelican. He wants to eat it.
One's a little undersized.
Oh, I'll just turn the engines off. Look at that cool descending device. Damn, baby.
Yeah, maybe if you catch something, you could show us how to descend it.
It's all right.
Al, welcome.
What's going on, buddy?
We're going to turn this whole thing off in about 10 minutes, and then we're going to turn it back on with just you, me, and Pablo.
Oh, right on.
All right? I'm just
Bob's
letting you
rolling
know.
it.
I got you.
What's going on out there, Justin?
Justin,
Yeah.
did you hear Al?
What's going
No.
on out there?
What's going on?
Yeah.
We got red tide. We got a big hookup right here. We got rockfish right now, scoping. We're gonna go for a halibut in a little bit.
Nice. Hey, look at that water. Nice and slick. Looks like you're on Lake Pacific.
Yeah, it's like chocolate milk in the water right now, or coffee.
Wow.
Red tide.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Mike Lewis. Mike Lewis, this is live fishing. We're going to go podcast at 12 o'clock like always. So we're just fishing with Justin right now. Keep jerking, Anthony. You'll jerk it off.
Nope.
Hey, Anthony Mayfield. Hello, hello.
What's up, Anthony?
Yeah, it does kind of look like the back bay of San Diego, except the only difference is if you were with Al, you'd be catching, unlike Justin.
From a half a pound to 150 pounds.
This is fun watching them catch nothing, huh, Al?
Hey, it's part of the deal, man. Some days you catch them, and some days you bullshit. Excuse my language. Some days it's just
They got a bunch in the box already.
right. Down here, we're still rock cod fishing, but them yellows are starting to move in good at the rock pile. I looked at the weather right now. Whew,
I have a small one and a big one.
all week it's beautiful.
Oh, we're going to be talking about it on the show today.
They need to
People
come
gotta
with me.
get out.
They need to come with me.
Yeah. Come on, here we go. I think we're going to catch a fish.
No, on yours? Oh no. What? Yeah, that was good.
Anthony, how was your trip on the San Mateo?
One of the things jerking back and forth. I was like, what's up here?
That's a nice one.
Oh, there is a fish on this.
There is?
Yeah.
What do you got? Vermilion. Oh, nice.
There's a fish on that one too.
Yep.
We need new bait.
Tiny one. Though.
How'd you get off the Oh, you're eating. I'm sorry. Go ahead and eat.
Huh?
Oh, I was talking to Al.
Oh, I thought that was happening. Let's see where we're at real quick. Okay, yeah, we're still good. Oh, it's cool.
Maybe. Yeah. That's quite different. Wait for the building.
Huh?
Marty, what are you doing?
Look how nasty it is now. Yeah. Can you guys see that? The water? Freaking disgusting.
Oh. You want that?
I have
Why are you such a booger head? You need a booger head? You need a booger? Did you guys hear Marley screaming in the background? Marley, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Justin said he's going to catch a fish. He's gonna. Pablo, I'm going to bring you guys on at 12 o'clock. Okay? Woo! There's a Marley-sized fish right there.
That one's big. Man. Look.
Look, Mark.
You want? Yeah. Yeah, a little tiny baby one too. I think I got a little baby one biting mine right now. We're in the nursery.
There you go, Marley. There's the good stuff.
I don't know if everyone can see. Let me see what time it is too. I don't know if everyone can see, but this is a really good. Hold on, don't drop it. Don't drop it. We're moving. This is a really good reason why you. Oh, that one's bit, Paul. The right one, the one on the right. You need radar on your boat. See this fog rolling in? Land, where we need to go is over there. You can't see anything. You can't see anything. Fog's rolling in thick right now. This is why everyone needs radar on their boat if you're going to be going out. And make sure you get familiar with your radar and drive around just like Dave says during the daytime. And be aware of your surroundings, buoys, see what they look like on your radar so you can identify things. So what time is it? Want to get off right now?
Yeah. And we'll
Because I'm going to move.
We're going to turn this off right now. Don't freak. And then you guys join us back on here in 10 minutes when we do the live podcast. So, and we'll have Justin
I'm going to leave right now.
Background gang. And if he catches anything, we'll go straight to Justin while Pablo and Al and I are talking about what's going on. So don't get discouraged, gang. We're only going to be off for 10 minutes, and then we're going to come back on with our normal 12 o'clock podcast. All right, everybody? So thank you for watching Justin fish this morning. That was fun. But we're going to go live here now. I thought you said that was the only way we could do it, so we can put the podcast out on Spotify and Mega. Just hang in there, gang. Hang in there for a few minutes here. We're trying to figure it out. Okay. I won't. Hold on, everybody. We're going to bring Justin back in here and let him fish while we do our show. Just hang in there, everybody. Nobody jump off. We're not even going to stop the show. Just hang in there.
Hello.
Justin, jump back on. Elliot doesn't want us to end the show. He wants it to keep going.
Okay.
So jump back on and I'll put you right back on.
Okay.
All right. So hang in there, gang. We're bringing Justin right back. Don't go away. He's just getting back online here. Oh, you. Okay, Justin, talk to everybody. There's
Hello, hello, everybody. Hold on 1 second. I just have to switch this camera around. And then I also have to go and charge. I had to just turn on my radar really quick too. So hold on 1 second. Let me switch this camera. And there you go. Hello. All right, everyone. We're out here in the Rockfish Grounds. These are small little rocks where I'm fishing. And what it is we go over different ones as we're drifting if you're in the right line. So if you have the right line out, ooh, crap. If you have the right line of drift, then you'll be able to hit multiple ones. I'm just trying to find the right line right now. So hold on 1 second. I gotta charge my phone. There we go. I almost lost Phil. So let me find right up here really quick again. This is a half-day trip. Well, this is normally we quit at 12 or we're back at 12, but Paul pays a little extra and we stay out longer. So as soon as we're done rock fishing right here, get one more vermilion, we are going to go inside and go for halibut. Maybe we'll do another hour right there. So there's a big swell, and the fog has rolled in super, super thick right now. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see behind me or can't see anywhere out there, but it is super thick right now. Super thick. And so, perfect reason why you need a radar. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? I just turned on my messages so I could see them now. Hello, 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 everybody. All the pelicans are waiting for us to throw rockfish back. They're going to be disappointed because we're just sending them. So let's see if we can get over to this spot over here. Get some bigger stuff. And then for the trip tomorrow. Oh, what was that noise?
That was my phone.
Oh, so what the heck? For the trip tomorrow, everyone, I am going to be canceling it due to red tide. We were going to go after the thresher sharks. As you see out here, there's not much bait. We need bait for threshers. And the red tide will drive those thresher sharks down. So it's very important not to have red tide when you go for thresher sharks. I'd rather be honest with them instead of just taking them out for a boat ride.
All
So
right.
1 second. We're going to stop right here.
Nice. I see you, Sonny. I see you, Al, and I see you, Pablo. We'll get you guys all on here in about 7 minutes. So just hang with us. We're hoping
Dave,
that Justin
look at how thick the fog rolled in. Look at how thick that fog rolled in. Freaking crazy.
What happened, Elliot?
I don't know. Where'd you go? Help! Where's Dave?
There I am.
Oh, you see how thick it is now? The fog? Freaking crazy, huh?
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. So just imagine, everyone, if you were out here on your boat with no radar, guaranteed to be white knuckling it on the way back in. Guaranteed. Hoping you don't hit something. Because remember, even though those big old boats see you, there's no guarantee they're going to be able to stop. So it's very important to have a radar and know how to use it. We have good marks right here. So let me just back up. We're going back up.
A few.
I'm going to bring the camera down here too, so you can see the fish a little closer.
You got like 6 minutes to catch a fish.
All right, you guys have 6 minutes to catch a fish. Not me, you. You guys have to figure this out on your own.
You got it, Elliot. I will do that. I'm gonna.
No, don't drop.
Everything.
No, I said you have 6 minutes. I'm gonna run over your line. Don't drop. All right, go ahead. Here we go. Shut the engines off, and I'll bring you all downstairs. Okay. Yes. Switch the camera around in case I get a hookup while I'm standing here. There you go. What do you think? What do you think, Dave? Better up here or better down there?
I like it right there. It looks good. We can see everything is going on.
Okay, let me just attach it to the base. Hold on 1 second. Make sure I'm charging still. Am I still charging? Yes. We're good. Okay.
And Anthony, I saw your. It's okay, buddy. As long as you went on a Dana Wharf boat, it's all in the family, buddy. Sonny, in the engine room, I can see that bitching. Woo-hoo. Gonna have to give us a little tour here in a few minutes when we go live on the podcast. We got about 4 minutes for Justin to catch a fish. Come on. Do you guys think he'll pull it off before we go?
Digging. And he swells. Holy moly. Big old swells. Do they like it just there?
Yeah. You guys love to jerk those rods. Turn the handle 5 or 6 times when you get a bite. You'll have them hooked.
Turn the handle 5 or 6 times.
When you get a bite, instead of swinging for the fences, you're just ripping that bait right out of the there. See? Rip the bait right out of their mouth.
Oh, I can feel the bottom. There's a lot of rock.
For the fence.
Yeah.
We love Dana Wharf also, Anthony. We love it. Okay, Anthony or Paul, you guys got 3 minutes to catch a fish. Come on. We're all waiting.
The pressure's on. All these little tiny baby fish are biting. Little tiny baby bites. We're in the nursery again. Woo-hoo! Woo!
Hook up. Swing and a miss again.
He ripped the lips off of the fish.
Nice going, boss.
Twice today than yesterday.
Really?
At 9 o'clock. We had twice the whole day.
Yesterday, Paul went out on another charter and caught 3 fish on another charter.
Yeah, that's probably where he wishes he was today.
He wishes he was today. He's caught more fish than that today.
Yeah, but we haven't got to see it.
Not more than that. More than tripled.
Well, we'll have to go back and watch the show later.
Just right now, we're trying to make it look like we're not catching anything for you all.
You're doing a great job. All right, I'm pulling Justin down. All righty, gang. Your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen, with another phenomenal podcast for you today. Today is Promar Ahi USA Monday. We always talk about Promar products on Monday. We'll be showing you some cool stuff. We got Justin Botrell out fishing on the boat live today, fishing rockfish. And then I have Sonny, Al, and Pablo all going to join us on the show today. This is going to be a great show. And if Justin starts to catch anything interesting, we'll flash over to Justin. But I want you all to understand Promar Ahi is the sponsors of Mondays and Tuesdays, and they do a phenomenal job taking care of all of us. And we got one more day. And then their new fluorocarbon's going to be available at all the stores and online on your saltwater guide using our code. You can get their brand new fluorocarbon, gang. The Ahi GT4. This stuff is incredible. Justin's been using it for a long time. So it is going to be available on May 1st at all local tackle stores and also online using the QR code that we throw up on the screen. And you can save 10% on all your orders through Promar. You go on the website, check it all out. And I'm sure we got some spools on some of the boats. I know Justin has some, Al has some, Pablo has some. We got to get Sonny some so he can be catching those white sea bass up there at the Channel Islands on this stuff. But hey, gang, without any further ado, let's bring the boys in. Let's find out what's going on the water. Al, Pablo, and Sonny, welcome to the show.
What's up, fellas?
Where is Sonny? There he is. Welcome, Sonny.
What's happening?
We're super excited to have you back. This is a big deal.
It's been some time for sure.
Looks like you're in your engine room.
Oh, yeah, in the engine room of the old Obsession.
Wow.
There you guys go. That's the boat that Sonny's running now. That's why we haven't seen him much. He's been traveling all over the place, fishing with the boss.
Yeah, it's been good. We just got back from Laredo. Sorry, I'm kind of bouncing around, but I'm kind of working and doing this at the same time. But yeah, we just got back from Laredo, and it was a good trip. Caught a lot of yellowtails, and when we got back, we heard the white sea bass were going off. And by the time we got all ready to roll, the weather kind of kicked our ass this weekend. Or last weekend, but we're ready to go this weekend. We're gonna get out there and see if we can catch them this weekend here. Weather's looking good for us.
Yeah, it looks like it's really good. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I know Pablo and Al got a lot to talk about with what's going on down there. The boats got into that yellowtail down there the last couple of days. So we got a lot to talk about. I know you're getting ready for your trip. So first we're just going to talk to you for a few more minutes. So yes, what do you think about what's going on up there at the Channel Islands? It's looking pretty good right now, right? Sea bass, halibut.
Yeah. Last week, 3-4 days in a row, really good fishing on both, just like you said. And not just that one island. It was good at Santa Rosa, but there was some fish at Santa Barbara Island. There was some fish at Nick. Yeah, it's looking good. It's that early season push. We're seeing the fish in the right spots. Getting it to bite just has been a little difficult, but that last end of last week, they started to bite really good before that weather came in, which is pretty typical for us. These fish know what's going on. They know when the storm's coming, so they were able to eat, and now we just have to relocate them, this weekend. But it's looking really good. There was even a couple nice yellowtail caught at Santa Rosa as well. Wasn't talked about in the fish counts or anything from the sport boats, but a couple of my buddies were able to put together a couple days where they caught some nice yellows. But yeah, it's looking good. We're excited. We just need some steady weather. We were talking about it earlier. All we need is steady weather up here, and it's going to be game on, guys. It's going to be game on. It's looking good.
So you were saying on the game plan, even though no one could fish this weekend, you guys were catching that sea bass up there, even on fin bait. You didn't just have to have squid, right?
No, that first wave of sea bass, believe it or not, was caught by a buddy of mine. He was just fishing halibut, He was just in tight, fishing halibut. Fishing halibut was really good for him that day. And then the conditions got right, and he was fishing halibut on the heavy slider with the sardine. And a wave of sea bass came through. Before you know it, he had his limit of sea bass with the sardine. Next day, the same thing. We see that a lot up here. We see that a lot. When these fish get hungry, it's not your typical just fishery. We see that a lot where the fin bait actually starts working if there's not a lot of squid in the area, that they'll eat what's there. So, yeah, the fin bait was working and then it switched over to squid.
It's kind of funny that everyone gets so wound up about squid, and you've been fishing up there for a very long time. So that's why it's a absolute, I will say it like I've said it 100 times. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you involved with our website because, dude, you're breaking the code up there and you're allowing our members in on what the heck is going on the inside of the Channel Islands, which, gang, you don't understand. Having Sonny on board, I've been begging for him for a very long time. So we need to take more advantage of him. When he makes those game plans on Thursdays, you got to pay attention to what he's talking about. And when also, Sonny and I talked about this before we went live. Gang, some of you bought those gift certificates right before the end of the year. And when Sonny calls you up and says you need to go fishing today, you need to go today because that sea bass, you don't want to fish around the fish count. And Pablo and Al will tell you more about that when we talk about the Coronados. But if you just keep sitting there on your couch watching the fish count, and when the fish count gets big, that's the day you go the next day. That's why you never catch these things, gang. You have to go when they're not biting.
Yeah.
I know it sounds weird, but isn't that true?
Yeah, I mean, especially for this stuff. It's like you said, it bites a couple days here and then it leaves. They call them the ghosts. You know, it's when that bluefin gets around, there's a giant body of fish. They're hungry fish and they're going to come up. You just got to wait for them. It's a time of day thing. If they're not biting in the morning, wait till the afternoon. But for here, it's like a day-to-day, week-to-week thing. This stuff comes in, it bites ferociously, it does its thing. And then the guys sitting at home are like, okay, it's the time to go. And then they book their trip. And then, oh, well, why weren't we catching them? You got to just book your trip, go fishing, and put some time on the water. And that's pretty much what it's about for us out here. It's time on the water for us. It does happen like clockwork. And when it gets really good, say mid-June, you know, and the stuff settled in on all the squid, and it's kind of a little more like clockwork, especially for this early season stuff. You got to just put the time on the water. That's the only way you're going to catch them.
Yeah, exactly. That is so right because everyone fishes around the fish count, and you don't want to do that, especially with this sea bass thing because it's so unpredictable. And like Sonny was saying, it's a ghost. They are the weirdest fish in the world. When they bite, they're stupid. They bite everything. They bite beer cans. They bite pull tops. But when they don't, and when you can't find them, it's the most frustrating thing in the world.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Strips of white t-shirt dripped in squid juice was our go-to when we were out of squid. They would bite the shit out of it.
Nice. That's a good secret to know. So, gang, take advantage of Sonny and his game plans on Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, because he's on that bite up there. Now, you're getting ready to leave on a trip today, right?
Yeah, we're getting ready to go here. We're either going to leave here today or early tomorrow, but we're going to take a trip and fish the weekend, see if we can't get some Cinco de Mayo sea bass. I'll have a report. We got the Starlink on the boat. I'll try to do some videos for you. I'll do what I can. I know I've kind of been missing in action. I've been super busy with getting this thing rigged up. It's just getting it ready for the season. It's once I'm done with one section of this thing, I got to start over and do it again. And then we're doing the, out of country fishing. So I apologize. I've been kind of a little MIA for you guys, but I promise I'm still here for you guys. My number's still available. If I don't get back to you, I'll text you. I possibly could have been frustrating for some people, but I'm trying my best here, guys. This a new gig here for me running this vessel. So I'm just trying to make sure I get it done right. I'm responsible for, the owner and his family, and I just got to make sure it's done right. But I'm here for you guys. Whatever you need, I'm still here.
Thank you, Sonny, so much. We're going to let you go to work and go get done what you need to get done. Thanks for jumping on here. Give everybody your phone number before you leave.
Area code 702-612-1269. I know it's a Vegas area code, but I'm California.
First thing he's going to do, gang, is ask you if you're a member of the website. And if you say, what do you mean? Then he's going to say, I'm sorry, I don't have time to talk to you. be honest. We can talk to everybody. We'd love to forever, but you know what? That's not how it works. You're a member of the website. You got full access to Sonny, Pablo, Al, and Justin and myself. As soon as you are not a member anymore, we have a really hard time talking to you on the telephone. So thank you, Sonny. Thanks for being there for us.
Yeah, no problem. What's up, Captain Pablo? What's up, Al? Sorry, I didn't say hi to you
Yeah,
guys.
brother.
What's up, Sonny?
Go get him.
I'm on it. I'm on it, boys.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So Pablo and Al, I guess all we needed was a little bit of weather, huh?
Oh yeah. Hey, I looked at the weather before I jumped on the show, man. It's beautiful all week.
Isn't
And
that
talk-
insane?
and talking about waiting for the fish counts to pop right now, those days where if you're out there, you're on the cutting edge of the fish counts because things are gonna pop big time, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that for a minute, Al, and then we'll talk to Pablo about it. Let's talk about this Coronado fishery. You've been down there for 40-something years. You know, this yellowtail that showed up to San Diego, everybody knows when Matt and Ryan go out there on the San Diego, they're the masters of that sonar. We know some good stuff's going to happen, and those guys never fail us. First trip of the year was yesterday, Sunday. They went down there and got 25, and then Taro didn't want to be looked down on, so he caught 26. So
yeah, the battle of the boats. Yeah, and so with that area right down there, you know, we got a lot of sunshine coming up, you know, and them yellows love that sun, that calm water, the rising water temps, you know, and they got what, 55 fish all together yesterday. So with the way it looks of the weather is right now, it's just going to get better. And another buddy of mine, a private boat charter guy, got a couple in the middle grounds too. And he said he's seen a lot of fish up there, but they only got 2. But still, I mean, it's time to be down there. And then my backup plan for the rock cod and the big old lingcod, dude, I can put together some really cool trips. Like I said, somebody called me yesterday, and I told them, you know, the best fish catching trips for me right now are 3/4 full day island trips or the bay. You know, the stuff around Point Loma and stuff. It's, you know, we fish it, but it's tough. You know, so I like to catch them. So I can't catch them all the time, but that Coronado Island trip and the bay trips are biting.
well, that's good. And your boat's back in action, right?
Yeah, it's fine-tuned and all waxed up, and everything's been checked and pre-ran, and it's ready to rip.
So tell everybody what you've got, what your boat is. Then we're going to talk to Pablo for a little bit.
So I have a 36-foot Riviera. It's a 2000. It's immaculate. Plenty of bait capacity. CH 500 sonar, just like all Taro and all those guys have. That's the newest and best searchlight sonar that they make. It's very well taken care of. Has a huge aftermarket bow rail. 4 or 5 guys can cast surface irons and poppers off the bow if they kind of know what they're doing. So it's a beautiful boat, and you got a highly rated crew on board, and I get to run it this year. So I'm behind the 8 ball, and I'm looking to take people fishing like ASAP.
Yeah, it's time to get out there, gang. Give Pablo a call. Or excuse me, give Al a call. I'm sorry. I'm watching Justin lose fish at the same time. It threw me off. Sorry. Give Al a call. Get out there on the Rivy with Al, and then Pablo, what's going on, man? You went fishing a little bit this weekend, caught some rockfish or something? I saw a post.
So this weekend was pretty much I just was sea trialing the little whaler.
Oh, okay.
So Kate and I just pretty much took that out a couple days. I was fine tuning the repower that I did, and you know, the new little bait tank that I put in it, and just getting everything dialed in. So we were more just kind of messing around. We went out at Oceanside right by our house, and we went and checked out the pier. You know, that sadly the restaurant burned down at the end of the pier, and yeah, so we went and checked that out. We were just cruising. I was just cruising with Kate this weekend. I didn't think there was going to be much good weather, but yesterday we just kind of cruised all day, and we just had a blast out there. I didn't do a whole lot of fishing. just mostly sea trial stuff this weekend. But I do have some Coronado Island trips scheduled coming up. And like Al says, like that is my go-to spot right now. That's what I've been kind of saying on all the game plans. And again, I'm going to agree with everybody, Sonny and Al and Dave and Justin. The weather's all we need is that good run of weather, and it looks like this week's going to be great. I think I have a trip on Thursday and then Saturday, and I think Wednesday too. I don't even remember right now. I got to check, but yeah, most of the trips I'm just going down to the Coronados, and I don't want to give out too information here, but the members know where we're going, and we hit these certain spots that we have that are, they're very good. They provide the fish that we're looking for, and now's the time. Now's the time to run down to the Coronados, and there's also been some good yellowtail locally as well near San Diego. And again, if you guys want that info, you got to call Al or I or Captain Dave or Justin or Sonny, and we'll give you guys the numbers and we'll tell you guys how to get there.
And the best way to do all that is be a member of the website, gang. It just helps so much. I mean, I understand a lot of you want to go scientifically figure out what makes water wet and all that really unique stuff. But I don't know about you, but Pablo, myself, Al, if we had Al, could you imagine if back when we started, if we had an opportunity to just go on a website and figure out where we should go fish and go catch fish, how much easier our lives would have been?
Right. Especially those days when you're not getting bit and you're trying to figure everything out.
And gang, we already made every mistake you could possibly make. And I did it at the highest level you could mistake at. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing worse than having a millionaire staring at you while you're driving his multi-million-dollar boat and you're not catching anything. So you don't have to ever do that again. If you listen to what Pablo says and what Al says and Justin and everything, you'll never have to fail at fishing again unless you're into it. And a lot of people like to fail. I understand that. There's a lot of people that are way into failing. And if you look at our community and you look at the people talking about how Pablo or Al helped them out and they went and did and then you'll see the other guy that's like, yeah, I wanted to do what Pablo said, but when I got there, I just didn't feel right. So I did it my way and I caught nothing. It just blows my mind. Why do you guys want to catch nothing? And Pablo and Al, you guys have been working down there in that San Diego area zone. Oh, I wanted to say something that Pablo said. Yeah, the tragedy that happened at the Oceanside Pier is horrible. Yeah. The Ruby's, the restaurant out there on the end of the pier, burned down. But all general reports are the structural part of the pier, the pilings, they're in perfect shape. The fire didn't run down the pilings. It stayed up on the top. So they're going to have to replace all the top of the pier, and maybe there'll be another restaurant. Maybe there won't. It's got to be a huge undertaking to build a restaurant on the end of a pier nowadays with all these environmentalists. I can't imagine they'll let them build it on the pier. They won't even let us catch a sand bass anymore. So I doubt they'll let them build on the pier, but we'll see. That was a tragedy. But gang, with what's going on right now, yellowtail were caught all the way at the Channel Islands and all the way down to Ensenada this weekend. There were yellowtail caught at Clemente. There were yellowtail caught at Catalina. And I think like Al and Pablo are saying, we're just sitting on the edge of what's going to be just a phenomenal time right now with this beautiful weather. I'm looking on windy.com right now, and it looks like we got nothing but great days ahead. And that fog rolling in up there where Justin in tells me that that wind stopped blowing up north. And that cold water's moving down and it was warm. So that's why it's causing this fog, which is another great thing because all we need is that wind to stop blowing and get us some coverage. Let Al and Pablo get down there to the Coronados where they've been making their living for so long and get out there and start poking around. Yeah, the sport boats are down there, and that sonar is a must-have to get on these early season yellowtail. But Al has the exact same sonar, that CH500. That thing is absolute have to have. I get asked all the time, Dave, if you had a choice between your gyro stabilizing binoculars and your sonar, which one would you not And that's hard. It's a hard thing to come up with. I think that CH 500 is probably the tool that I use the most when I'm trying to locate fish, especially that yellowtail at the Coronados, because it's a fast moving fish with the 8,421 million sea lions. That fish is hard to get on. And if you don't have a sonar, it's impossible. If you want to get out in front of it and slow troll and do the other things. But then if you're Pablo, he doesn't have that sonar, but he knows how to get around that sea lion fishing. So these guys both have it pretty figured out down there at the Coronados. So talk a little bit more about this early season yellowtail, what you think we're in store for, Al.
Oh, I think, well, if the weather stays stable and keeps warming, I think we're in for like that 2016 mode where you put the Rapalas in and you catch limits of yellowtail and you wind them up and you go back and you get another client for the afternoon half day. So that's what I'm hoping, you know. But there's so many yellowtail down below. Those guys are just smashing them from San Quintin through Ensenada, and the leading edge is up here in our zone now. And like I said, if the conditions stay the same, it's going to get crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
And they're nice grade fish, you know.
Yeah.
The ones I'm seeing are, you know, 16 to 25 pounders, you know. Those are nice grade fish.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to be tanked up with some mackerel down there, right, Pablo?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Definitely go make some bait, head out, and go slay those yellowtail.
They're mainly catching most of them on yo-yo. There's a little bit of surface action, but mainly on the yo-yo.
Yeah, I saw one of the boats down there, and they were just, I mean, they were chumming so much. It was almost like they were trying to get a school of yellowfin to come up. I mean, they emptied a lot of their tank, and they had a nice blow up, like literally right on the stern of their boat, like they wanted. But they picked off a few, and then they just kept moving around. They didn't relocate them. That was last week. But man, I mean, they're there, and you see them. And again, same thing. Unless you're gonna dump a ton of bait right on top of them, your best option right now is when they do come up, either the surface iron, or if you're marking them, for sure that yo-yo. That yo-yo is the way to go right now.
Right.
And then what about colors of lures, Al? Or
Mint, blue and white, scrambled egg. That's all I need. I'm not really geeky on all the colors. I just use the ones that I've used over the years, and the blue and white and the mint, you know, has came into play the last 5 or 6 years, and the scrambled egg. If you have those three going circling through, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I have pretty much the same, and then I've been wanting to try one with just a little bit of red in it that I have, you know, see if we can't get that red crab vibe going with them. But yeah, same thing. I've been using like the mint, scrambled egg, and just the basics. You know, I don't think it really matters too much. If they're there, they're looking at the action, and you know, they're going for that reactionary bite. And I think whatever, like Captain Dave says all the time, whatever gives you the confidence that you believe is the best lure or the best color of line or whatever you're going for, whatever's going to make you feel confident, use that. If it's not working, then try the go-tos that work for us all the time. The mint seems to work very well. The blue and white's a scrambled egg. Yeah, just keep trying, and I like dragging lures around for them too. Like you said, like some of the Rapala type of lures, or you know, we have all kinds of that kind of stuff too. But it basically you gotta try everything this time of the year. You try it all, and I've recommended to a couple of the members that called me, and I sent them down to the Coronado. So I don't know if we got a report yet on that, but I told him too. I said have one of each ready to go at all times, because when you get that opportunity, you guys can attest that you don't have time to start tying knots and playing around. You need to be ready to go. If you see surface action, you need to be able to sling a surface iron right at them, or if you go over a school and you want a yo-yo, you better be ready to drop, you know? So I recommend to all the guys that are calling me lately is have one setup of everything just ready to go. And that way you don't waste time and lose the school.
Yep, and it has to happen quick. You know?
Quick. Yep.
Yeah, because like I said earlier, these fish down there at the Coronados are being chased by a couple 100 million sea lions at the same time. So they are flat flying. So when you mark them, if you don't have your yo-yo iron ready to go, and then Jeanette asked, what's a yo-yo? Listen, any lure that's heavy, 4, 5, 6, 8 ounce lure, that's going to be your yo-yo iron. You want it to get straight down to the bottom as fast as you can. But here's the thing. Most people, when they're yo-yoing the iron, they don't even understand what they're doing. Jerking up and down, the constant jerking up and down, that's not yo-yoing. If you've ever seen a yo-yo goes up the line and back down the line. So when you're yo-yoing the iron, and I have a whole video series on how to yo-yo the iron, you throw your iron out, you let it sink all the way to the bottom, but while it's sinking, you keep your finger on there so you can feel that lure. If it gets bumped at all, you put it in gear and wind as fast as you can, because they'll eat it while it's sinking down through the school. But the minute it hits the bottom, you take 7 or 8 cranks as fast as you can, and then you throw it back in free spool and drop it back down to the bottom. People blow it all the time yo-yoing the iron, because they drop it to the bottom, then they wind it all the way back up, and then they drop it back down again. Those fish are going to be in that first 20, 30 feet off the bottom. So you want to try to keep your lure in that zone. When you're dropping it down, feel for a bite. When you throw it back in free spool to drop it back down to the bottom, feel for a bite. If you get a bunch of angle in your line when you're yo-yoing, you're no longer yo-yoing. Now you're wishing, you're not fishing. That yo-yo iron needs to be straight up and down underneath the boat. It's a lot of times what we'll do, if there's a little bit of breeze, we'll throw it down the off wind side so that you drift to your lure. If it's a lot of wind and you drop your lure straight down over the side, by the time it hits the bottom, there's going to be too much of an angle and it's not going to fish proper. There's too much to go over. I have a bunch of videos on the website to teach you how to do that. And then, Tim, what do they look like on the photometer? Historically, on the ones that I've used, we're fishing, let's say we're fishing them in 200 feet of water. They're going to be in that, down there towards the bottom in that 50-foot level, and they're going to look like boomerangs. They're going to look like bigger boomerangs. When you stop on them, it's going to look like a bunch of worms swimming around underneath your boat. Al's going to show you a few of the lures.
There's a pile of them.
Al will show you a few of the lures. And listen, gang, if you're using those lures, if you're fishing, you want to have a piece of this GT4 between your braided line and your lure so that the fish can't see the line. This fluorocarbon is almost invisible when it touches the water. This GT4 is a phenomenal product. It's going to be available on Wednesday on the Promar site and at all tackle stores in Southern California. Make sure you get some of this GT4 fluorocarbon. What do you got, Al? You got anything cool in that big pile of nuts?
My garage is just like a tackle shop.
Yeah, it is. When I was in there, I was looking around going, man, you got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, going through this was all in one of the other boats. So I have like 2 other boats full of gear in my garage. But this is a scrambled egg Tatty 4.0 yo-yo iron. It's heavy, right? And then this is a Tatty 4.0 blue and white. And then this is a 6X Junior, right? So I like throwing these because I'm older, but if I can get away with it, you know what I mean? So if you're fishing shallow and it's calm, it's not really windy, and it's not too deep, you can throw the 6X Junior. I've got so many fish on this. And this one has a single hook on them. Some of them have troubles on them, but either one will work. And then
What do you call that color?
This is like a green mint right here. It's like splashed kind of on there. You can see it.
Yeah.
Mint, a special mint. See this little bait right here? See this thing right here? See how it is? So this is a yo-yo iron as well. This is a homemade one. I can't get my hand on the mold anymore. We used to take these things to LA Bay, and Baja Sushon would make them ourselves. And this is like a little 6X. I took these things to Baja Sushon, and there was 2 other guys on the boat that were really good fishermen. And I busted these bad boys out and I smashed them, dude. I don't know what it is with this, but this bait catches them, and it's painted like by Stevie Wonder. See that? It's nothing special. It's a fish catching. I have 2 of them, and I was online the other day, and there's some companies that'll make you a mold, aluminum ones. It just can't be somebody else's bait or whatever. So I think I'm gonna send these to them and have them make me a mold, because these things catch them up.
Heck yeah. What do you got, Pablo? Anything?
Oh, you want to see some lures?
No,
No, I mean, I'm excited. I mean, I'm gonna go check out Al's garage too, because I'm sure I can find some cool stuff in there. But yeah, I mean, all these things, it's just, again, Al's got his a million favorites. Captain Dave, you got your million favorites. We all have our favorites and our go-tos. But again, the main thing, I think Sonny said it this morning or earlier today, that it's time on the water. You need to get out there and you need to try. You need to deploy all these different types of baits that you think will work, and whatever works, stick with it. Write it down in your log. What worked today, what didn't work yesterday. And that's what we've all done over the years. And we've narrowed it down to, the ones we like and that work for us. I guarantee you, Al has his favorite, Dave has his favorite, I have my favorite, and they all work. But again, it's back to that confidence thing. It's, you like it, you know how to use it, and you get hooked up on it. So the fishing is just going to be heating up more and more. I'm really excited about this month coming up, and can't wait to get out there. I'm glad I have several island trips lined up. Starting to get pretty booked up for the summer. So getting really excited about that. And again, want to get all the Saltwater Guide members out there either with me, or I'd love to get out on your boat. That GT4 stuff is insane how strong it is too. And I've used some of the heavier line on a couple things, and man, I mean, you almost need it's so strong. If you don't have a knife, I know my knife's not as sharp as Captain Dave's, but if I had Captain Dave's knife, I'd probably be able to cut it. But I'm telling you, man, it's so hardy, it's so solid, and if you just play with it a little bit, look at it in the water. I mean, it is really hard to see, and that stuff is awesome. We've gotten some good halibut with it. We've gotten good lingcod with it, and normally on a lingcod, you normally, okay, let's cut this thing off. Let's take off a little line or tie a new leader. There's been a few times when I have not had to do that, and the only time I'm really going to tie on a new leader is either if it has a bunch of abrasions, or if I think that fish maxed out the tensile strength of my leader, then I'll change it out. But man, I really like that Promar Ahi, the GT4, and I hope I get a bunch of it for this summer, because I just had a couple demos of it. I still have a few little demos of it, but I'm gonna load up on that stuff because it's awesome, and I can't wait to throw some out this week and this weekend.
Yeah, Tim was just asking. Here's what I do, Tim. All my reels are filled with braid. I'm a braid guy. I know that a lot of people like to use mono when they're fishing lures. What I do is I just tie a short piece of fluorocarbon, that GT4, in front of my lure, from between the braid and the lure, not because it probably won't work tied straight to braid, but in my mind, like Pablo was saying earlier, I have to feel confident. So if I have that piece of GT4 right in front of my lure, I know that the connection's going to be invisible. So I'm going to use a little piece of this, and I'm only going to use 12, 18 inches of it. I'm not going to use a mile of it. First of all, the reason why I don't want it going through my guides and slowing it down. But I also want to have the confidence to think that the fish can't see the line tied to the lure. So you got to you always got to think about what you're tying to your line. That's going to be between you and the fish. And I don't think you need a big, long piece of fluorocarbon, although Steve and Ben are watching and they probably want you to use like 30 feet of fluorocarbon. But I'm just trying to tell you what I use. And the connection knot I either use an Albright or I use a double uni. Those are the two connection knots I use. That doesn't mean that's what you should use. Like I say, and Pablo said before, and Al and Justin, you got to be confident with whatever. The day you go fishing is not the day to practice tying knots. So if you don't feel confident with a knot that you don't really know how to tie yet, don't use that knot. Go home, sit in the garage, and practice your knots. But don't practice your knot on the day you go fishing. The only thing you're supposed to do on the day you go fishing is kill fish, right?
Right. I take those knots. I do all my own wind-ons, and if I have any questions before one goes to the boat, I take it to the fence outside, and I rip on that thing. And I'll tell you what, man, those, you know, on the big lines, I like wind-ons, you know, but knot wise, I mean, a lot of stuff, casting, knots, all that stuff can be done at home, and you'll be a lot better fisherman when you get to the boat. Hey, I wanted to touch on that Ahi 4 GG4. We were testing out the lighter stuff, the 15-pound test. Both me and Dave and Brian from Promar catching those bone fishing. That big 19.5-incher took Brian up around the anchor chain, and it was seesawing around, and we got the fish back. And I said, hold on, man, let me check this GT4 out. And I ran my fingers up that line, and there was not one fray or at all, nothing. So I put another ghost shrimp on there, and we continued on. But that's just to go show how abrasion resistant it was wrapped around the anchor line and the chain part of the anchor line about 3 times. Seesawing, you know. So it's a great line. I'm excited to pull on that stuff on some big stuff too. You know?
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys are going to be pulling on some big stuff this week. Some nice yellows on that stuff. Jeanette, yeah, all the knots are available on my website, and also over at those of you that aren't members over at the Promar Ahi website. Justin has a bunch of knot videos he's tying with this GT4. This Ahi GT4 is what you'll see Justin tying all his knots with. And those of you that are asking, what is this? This is fluorocarbon that's going to be available in 2 days. On Wednesday, it's going to make his debut. Yeah, thank you. It's going to make its debut, and you're going to be able to purchase it at any of your local tackle stores or online at the Promar Ahi USA website. And I have a QR code to get you to that website to get that product and save 10% on it, and all the other phenomenal products they have over at Promar. So we'll leave that QR code up for a little bit. We're watching Justin. I think he's headed into the halibut zone. Let's check in with him real quick, find out where he's going, and then we'll get back to you and Pablo. Al,
you are absolutely right. We just showed up to the halibut grounds. I am metering around, seeing if I can find some, and then we will drop and hopefully get some big old lunkers on the boat. How's everyone doing? Al, Pablo?
Good, man. Good luck on them big flatties.
Thanks. We limited on rockfish, by the way, when you guys were talking. We got the rest of them. And Anthony was saying that they're just boat shy, or they're camera shy. It's pretty funny. So yeah, we limited on rockfish.
it's easy for you to catch fish when we're not watching, huh?
I know, right? At least I can show proof. I have them in the cooler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna need to see some. So you go focus on your halibut. We'll check back in. Start waving your arms. I'll be watching you in the corner. If you start to hook up, wave your arms.
Okay, if we hook up, I'll wave my arms.
All right, bye.
All right.
Okay, so he's going to try to get a halibut. If you guys saw what he did last week when he was live on the show, he ended up getting limit to rockfish and 3 legal halibut. The reason why he's going halibuting now is because that tide wasn't right. So he rockfished in the morning. Now he's going halibut fishing in the afternoon. And normally he's supposed to be in on his half-day trip, but he's like me and Al and Pablo. We don't have any. We forget to look at our watch and see what time it is. We know we're supposed to bring you home, but we just kind of forget sometimes. We want to catch more fish. So, Al, do you have any trips coming up this week? What do you got going on?
The calendar's wide open right now. Wide open.
And explain to people why, because it's normally not like that, but you had some boat problems. What happened?
I got a big rope around my props and my shafts and my rudders, and it bent everything up. So I was on the hard for about 6 weeks. So we respun the props, new shafts, straightened the struts, new cutlass bearings, new everything under there. About $38,000 worth of stuff. So I'm behind the 8-ball right now, and I'm ready to go fishing.
And it happened just like that. He was just sitting there moving very slowly and ran over this big hauser line, and it destroyed his fall fishing. Springtime fishing, excuse me.
Right. Well, hey, I got a tip. So any shaft driven boat, whether it's 25 foot and up, I got caught off guard a little bit with the tool that I should have had on the boat. We jumped in the water to assess the situation, and we couldn't get under there long enough to cut that 2-inch rope, and we had a super sharp knife. So what I did was went out and bought one of those free diver temporary air tanks. You can stay underwater for 20 minutes. So always have your wetsuit, snorkel and mask and fins, and that air tank, because you don't know how intense it's going to be underneath there. I've cut line out and stuff, before, but so go on Amazon or whatever and find yourself a temporary air bottle, and you can stand there for 20 minutes if you have to. I had to get a hold of a Mexican panga, and they called the guy that was 40 minutes away, urchin diver boat, and it took him 20 minutes to cut it out. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
And I've been, just for the record, I've been fishing all my life. I'm 62 years old. I've never had an insurance claim ever. And this was a low light situation. It was really rough. And I was just about to my first rock. So I was watching the meter and looking for birds. And it happened so quick. It happened so quick, man. Things happen so quick. Crazy.
Yep, but you just summed up something perfect that a lot of people are listening. You guys that have your own personal boat, you want to get a mask and a snorkel and a wetsuit on there. Fins are good to have. You don't have to be great, big, giant free diving fins. Just a couple pair of small fins that you can put on. So when you're underneath your boat cutting line out, you got it. A nice sharp knife. But like Al said, they got caught with their pants down. They never thought in the wildest imagination they'd get a line that you couldn't cut out. So just listen. Like we say on the website all the time, we're trying to make sure that you guys are as prepared as you possibly can be. And Al really thought he was. And now he's got that portable bottle on the boat so he can jump in the water and cut stuff out. It'll probably never happen again in his lifetime, but he's got it on there right now.
Right. And so you can fill those up with a pump. It's a 3,500 PSI you have to fill that thing, right? So you can fill them up with a pump, or you can get this little bitchin' compressor. I bought a compressor just for that, $300, and it's a little tiny one. So I have that in the boat and everything. So you can fill it up. So the pump, I tried the pump, but I didn't really know exactly what I was doing as far as filling it. So I just kicked that thing to the curb and ordered a compressor. I go, I don't have enough cardio to push on this pump to fill that bottle. So I think, but I think I was doing it wrong. So I have both now, So I mean, if it's longer, then you can just put the compressor on it or use your pump to fill it back up. And if you want to go free diving, it's a bitchin' tool, especially those guys that are diving for the white sea bass and the kelp. They all wear them because that you shoot a sea bass, it goes straight to the bottom of the ocean and tangles up at the bottom where the kelp first stops, and they have to swim down and get it. So they have those little relief tanks, Hey, one other thing I don't normally discount my trips, you know. I feel that it's a great opportunity just to come fishing with us, and our prices are very reasonable. But I did put $100 discount for members only for this week for the 3/4 or the full day Coronado Island trips, and I did put it on the bay trip too, which is really slim. So those little 4-hour bay trips are $8.95 right now, and the bay's biting. We got a bunch of good tides, so whether you want to go bay, I mean anything, bay half days, Point Loma Kelp, the islands, but you want to go to the juice, get on those island trips.
That's a great opportunity that you're putting out there for everybody. I hope people take advantage of it. Hey, you were talking about the back bay. I want to talk about the bay for a minute.
All right.
Listen to this. So one of the sport boats went there and fished the back bay the other day. I don't know if you've seen what's going on, but the weather's been rough and all this stuff's been going on. And there was a idea that there was some orangemouth corvina biting in the bay. So they went out and they executed a great day of fishing for their passengers. That is what we're supposed to do as captains of sport boats. We are supposed to provide the best fishing action for our members, our clients, when they come on the boat, gang. I see there is a post right now on the San Diego angling group or San Diego Rod and Reel group that is absolutely horrible. I can't even believe that these groups out there are allowing people to post. This young man that posted, when I jumped on there and said, this is a horrible look for the industry, we should not be condemning people fishing legally, he jumped right on there and said that nobody wants to know what Captain Dave knows. He's a has-been troll. And I'm like, yeah, has-been troll. That's cool. I'm good with that. You can call me any name you want. But listen, when you start to affect the bottom line of the industry that I've been in for 49 years, my family's been in since 1947, we got problems, son. And my producer, Elliot, said, don't light the kid up. He's just a dumb kid. Just let him be. I have a hard time just letting people be. You know me. I really have a hard time just letting people be, especially when you attack me personally or you attack my family. But the boat that went out and caught those fish, congratulations. My goodness, you went fishing for fish that were biting and you caught them with your people on the boat. My hat goes off to you. We're not doing anything illegal. Nobody owns the bay. No one owns the back bay. No one owns the front bay. No one owns the left side of the bay or the right side of the bay. But when you make these booger-eating comments, and listen, we got, and I know I'm a has-been troll and no one listens to me, but we got about 80 people listening right now. So listen, share this with your friends and family. It's time for us to get together and stand up together because they're on a mission to stop fishing. So when a booger eater gets on a post and says that it's a horrible thing that the industry did was took the people out and legally caught fish, then all of a sudden all these environmentalists start to look and don't think they don't look. And then the next thing you know, they're going to shut down the whole entire bay because a booger eater said it's not good for us to go fish for fish that are legal to catch. I don't know if you're paying attention, anybody out there, but they're making it so it's almost impossible for the industry to make a living. And then for little booger-eating kids to make these comments, the enviros are going to lock onto that, gang. You're not helping anything. So if you have admin on a group, if you're the admin of a group and you see people talking like that, you need to pull that post down. It's not going to help the industry. When you look up one day and you go, and you're sucking your thumb and you go, why did they close the bay? You can look right back to this post. It is the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen. And he's condemning the captain. And my hat's off to the captain. My goodness. They're making it almost impossible for any of us to fish anymore in California. And this guy took the initiative and he thought about it and he took his people and they had the greatest orangemouth corvina fishing that any of us have ever even heard of. And like I say all the time when I'm in front of you at live shows or on my podcast, if you actually think that you can affect the population of the fish in the ocean with a fishing pole, your ego is way too big, gang. Because I don't even care if you're Al or Pablo. You guys are not that good at fishermen to affect the population of the fish in the ocean with a fishing pole. So you need to stop it. Those of you that are participating in this, you need to get off there. Like I told them, anybody that's condoning this post, you guys should all throw your fishing rods in the trash and get out of this industry, because all you're doing is helping them close more stuff. And that pisses me off more than you can imagine, gang. We've got to stop attacking each other. I talk about it with Tommy Gomes on the show, gang. The commercial fishermen in the United States of America are not the problem. The United States of America consumes more seafood than any other country in the world. And you little crybaby booger eaters make it so we can't even fish for our own fish in the United States of America. It's absolutely ludicrous. Almost all the fish that we eat in America come from foreign countries that practice zero sustainability. I'm sorry. I know I'm a washed up troll, but for some reason, people want to hear what I have to say. It's the weirdest dang thing. So listen, gang, don't participate. If you want to know who the person is, you can contact me offline, 949-374-0786. Elliot doesn't want me lighting people up on our podcast, so I'm not gonna. Because if it was up to Captain Dave, I would have been banned a long time ago. Thank God I got a Elliot watching me. But one thing I want to thank all of you, everybody out there, and I want to thank this woman the most. My beautiful wife, Kelly Girl, and I got married today on 2018 on the ocean adventure out of Dana Point Harbor, and Todd Manser married us. And today's our anniversary. So thank you, Kelly Girl, for tolerating my sorry butt for so long. I really appreciate you.
Happy anniversary to both of you.
Yeah, happy
What's
anniversary.
for dinner tonight, Dave?
Something simple, because you know I'm a washed up troll. So
You have to clean yourself up a little bit tonight, huh?
yeah, I'm gonna try to take her to a place called the District tonight for dinner. We're hopefully all the stars line up.
Hey, real quick, if you don't mind, you're talking about closures and all that stuff. Can I give a shout out to these guys from the San Diego City Lakes? My buddy Tommy wasn't able to make it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about it.
So I've been fishing San Diego City Lakes all my life as well. And what the city of San Diego is doing is they cut days out of the week. So, like for instance, Lake Otay is open Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, they took away one Wednesday a month. I think it was 2 years ago, and they did that with all the other lakes too, right? And they're saying it's because of the budgets, right? So the budget review is I think it's within a few days this week, and there's a bunch of group of guys from San Diego. Their Facebook group is Friends of the San Diego City Lakes. If you guys can help us out and go on Facebook and like that, and you have a bunch of education there. There's 4 or 5 guys from this group. They're going to go down to the council meeting, and they are going to try to reverse that, which they probably won't have much luck. But it's all because of a $26,000 cut, and so the people that are doing this, the people in charge are it's the mayor, but it's the people that take care of the water. I'm trying to read all this stuff right here. But anyway, what they're planning on doing is closing El Capitan all of January. Lake Sutherland, they're taking away, I think, a Friday a month, and some of the other lakes. So what they're doing is they're chipping away, just like they're doing in the saltwater. They're pulling stuff away from us. And I take my grandkids and my kids and everybody out there, and they're my opinion is they want $1 billion for homeless, but they can't allow $26,000 to keep the people that are working that can afford to go to the lakes, that pay their taxes and all that shit, to go out fishing in January. They're closing it. They're taking it away. In January, the best jig bite there is out there. But if you guys can go on there's a bunch of information where you can email the mayor and all that stuff on there. It's called Friends of the San Diego City Lakes on Facebook. That'll get you right to the juice, and you can ask any questions, and they have all the information where you can call. They have during that meeting, you can go on there. It's like a live, I don't know what you call it. I'm not real computer literate, but they're doing like a podcast kind of like this where you can go on and watch it, and they have a time for comments and all that stuff. But they really need our help there too. So it's not just CCA, it's all this stuff going on. It's all fishing is getting targeted to take away, and they want to give $1 billion to the homeless. I don't agree with that, So anyway, I it gets me all fired up. All of this stuff does.
Absolutely, Al. I feel you, man, and it gets Pablo fired. We're the stewards of this thing. We talk about it on this podcast Monday through Fridays. I talk about it all the time, how it's time for us to get united. We got to stop fighting with each other. And you're standing there looking at what's going on in the lakes. It's really not even a money thing. Once again, we're going to go back to a control thing because we found money to give to all these people that don't need any of our money, but we can't keep a lake open. So we can go fishing. We go right back to the control thing. And we go right back to what I was talking about with Wayne a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, where we got all this stuff coming down the pipe every single day. So if you could all just stop for a minute before you post and think, is this going to help us or is this going to hinder us? What Al's talking about right now is going to help us if we can make everyone aware that we want to go fish the lakes. The San Diego lakes are a huge thing. The largemouth bass fishing in the San Diego lakes is a phenomenal, fun thing to do. Plus, it's a great fishery because there's bluegill and there's red ears and all kinds of fun stuff for your children to catch. It really, really matters a lot to me to make sure that we keep as much as we can open. And that's why I wanted to talk about it. I'm sorry, it's not on the San Diego Rod and Reel. It's on the San Diego Fishing Group. San Diego Fishing Group. Hopefully I don't get in trouble from Elliot for that. But it's on the San Diego Fishing Group. I won't mention the little boy's name, but you can check it out yourself and go look and see what I'm talking about. And then you can see all these posts. And it's just absolutely amazing that these guys seem to think that they like to fish, but then they're standing right there cheering on the closures. They're asking for more closures. I don't understand. Enough isn't everything. We have enough stuff closed here. We don't need anything else closed. And we don't. And if you don't understand the industry, then keep your mouth shut. That boat did nothing wrong. That boat went out there and caught legal fish. They're legal to catch. They're right there. They did it once. They didn't, like he says, decimated an entire population. Could you imagine how fun that would be? I'm sorry. I love to catch fish and I love to take fish home and eat them. I've never in my wildest imagination thought that I had decimated a whole population of the fish in my 49 years of fishing for a living every day. And I used to carry 100 people on the boat and we'd catch 900 fish on the boat. And nobody ever said, oh, Dave decimated the whole population. That he ruined it. If I was running that sport boat, and I won't mention the name because you can read it. But if I was running that sport boat, I would share this on every platform I possibly can that I was able to catch fish for my passengers. Because how cool is that? That's basically what we get paid for as captains, is to take our people out and catch them fish. Right, Al? Right?
That's right.
Could you imagine getting on the boat and the captain says, well, all right, gang, I know I got 50 of you on here today, but you know what? I'm feeling really bad for the fish today. So, and I hear there's some fish biting over here real close. I mean, minutes away from where we are, but we're not going to go there today because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So we're going to go over here and where we can't catch anything. I'm sorry. I get going and I can't help it. It's crazy. You just saw that post, right, Pablo?
Yeah, I was just looking it up.
Pretty sad.
And then I was trying to find the actual post itself, but yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I sent you. I should have sent you the picture of the actual post. So
yeah, you did.
Okay. All right. So what are you doing? Let's check in with Justin. Are you catching anything?
So Paul just had one and lost it. Anthony had one and just lost it. And I'm just standing here watching them.
Perfect. What did they do? Jerk it off?
Huh?
What did they do? They jerked it till it fell off?
No, it literally just popped off as they're reeling it nice and slow.
Okay.
I was about to wave again and turn it around, but as soon as I went to go wave, it went pink.
Well, wonderful. Well, we're just checking back in. We just burned up an hour. I can't believe it, Al, Pablo. We burned up an hour already. The hour's up.
Oh, there's more than
What? Hold
Okay.
on a minute. What are we holding on for?
You're looking
Looks
for
like a-
boiling halibut.
Looks like the sun poked back out a little bit there.
Looks like nice water to me.
Yeah, sun just came back out there a little
Looks
bit.
beautiful right there where he's fishing at. There's
Yeah.
no red tide.
And I was like, ding, ding, ding.
So, Al, give everybody your phone number.
619-800-FISH.
I'm throwing him right now.
619-800-FISH. And you can get in on that special he's got going on. And then, Pablo, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah.
619-431-3070.
I keep mine kind of push it down.
I pulled off Justin. It was too loud. He couldn't hear you. Go.
Get a hold of Pablo Fernandez Charters at 619-431-3070. And give me a call and get out on your boat as a saltwater guide, or you guys come out with me on my boat.
Gang, we got this show opening up on Friday at the Ventura Fairgrounds, West Coast Outdoors and Sport Fishing Expo at the Ventura Fairgrounds, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Robert and Mike will be in the booth, plus the guys from Taddy Lures, Scott and Joel will be in the booth for a few hours signing autographs with the book. And then Daniel will be over there from Real Quick showing you guys that new reel and that new phenomenal way that it comes on and off the rod. It's going to revolutionize this fishing thing, right, Al? It's a pretty cool deal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was just messing with that thing this morning. That thing goes in your hand and it's like butter. Because it's
a pretty cool deal.
It's rounded on the bottom. There's nothing in your way. There's no real clamps down there or nothing. I can grab it and show you if you want to see it.
No, that's okay. We're not there yet.
Next time.
Yep. But gang, thank you very much for watching the show today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Let's try to start working together as a group. Let's stop fighting each other in front of public. It doesn't work. It's not helping. It's not helping. But I can't agree when you go attacking the industry. I can't stand there and agree about that. I'm sorry. I know we're supposed to get along, but I can't agree on attacks. So let's try to work together and try to keep fishing open. Get involved with CCA California. We're going to be back with you live tomorrow. Hopefully we got some cool stuff to talk about. I think we will. I'll be back with you tomorrow. Pablo and Al, thank you very much. And we're going to let Justin fish. I think he's moving right now. Are you on the move, Justin?
Yeah. I just didn't turn the camera around because I seen you all were talking on there.
No, that's
Yeah, I'm
okay.
gonna move back over to the spot where we just got bit, and hopefully we'll get one.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. Pablo and Al, if you guys want to watch Justin fish, I'm gonna leave this going, but we're done. I'm gonna go spend my anniversary with my wife.
No,
All right,
we'll
happy
see
anniversary.
you guys later.
All right. Have fun, you guys. Here we go, everybody. Fishing, fishing, fishing. Hopefully we'll get some halibut here in just a minute. Just a minute, we'll stop and we'll try it again. Because we all got bit, no one can connect. So hold on just a moment. Boy. Swing right around here really fast. Yeah, that bite that you had, Paul, I'm surprised you didn't bring that thing up. Yeah. That was a nice one. All right. Hold on one second. Hey, Renee, how you doing? Looking at the phone right now. Just saying, the water is really bad right now. I'm gonna try to zoom out some. I don't think I can though. Nope. Big swells. Here we go. Metering some fish, trying to get lined up on them. All right, let's do this. Let's go catch some fish for everybody. What's that? Put like 20 hooks on your line and we're catching them no matter what, guys. All right, triple hook up. Here we go. Move, pelican, move. Here we go. We're using a little bit heavier weight in this shallow water because there's some wind coming and we're drifting pretty fast. Yeah, it would not fit in the net at all. Yeah. What is wrong with that pelican? This pelican is trying to eat our freaking line. Move, pelican. No one wants you. Maybe that's why he's tagged. That's an ankle bracelet. Man, look at all the cell jellies. Yeah. There's those cell jellies all over the place out here. Very close to shore. Yeah. Get them all. All right here. Right here. Oh, so all over. All baby. All small. Holy cow. Hundreds. Looks like big. Yeah, small one. Cell jellies are breeding over here. Come on, Paul, get a halibut. Halibut fishing is the most boring fishing ever. They don't think so. Huh? No pain, no gain? You getting bit? Yeah. Come on, halibut. Just for the halibut. This is what we're using. Yeah, baby. What are? Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Getting bit, getting bit. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, you freaking kidding me. Little file. Oh, I was getting bit.
Stop flipping over my line.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Oh, you got him. Oh, you got him. Got him. Got a pelican. Grab him. All right, everyone. Easiest way to do a stinger hook. Did the line break off? Yeah, I hooked on a rock. Slide a hook through. And then tie on the other hook. I'm using a Palomar knot. And let me see the fire when you're done.
Pelican got 2 hooks in him.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. 2 hooks in him and a break exit brace.
We almost had a halibut. Two halibut.
It's pretty stubborn. He's like Justin. Oh yeah, I've been stung by the scope. It's all good.
Yeah. He's back for more. Look at him.
He's all. It's worth it. Oh, is he way back there?
Oh, he's right here. Right here.
Oh.
Slow, buddy. Too slow. Girl. Too slow, girl. All right, maybe like 2 to 3 more minutes. We're gonna switch. We're gonna go back out. It's like this one little stretch area that we could bid on.
Yeah, we just like lay down in the bed.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. That's halibut fishing for you. Get 20 bites for 1 fish. Woohoo! Huh? Oh yeah, you can bait. Let him take it for a minute. Nice easy, nice easy. Hook up.
I don't. I think I got something.
Got something? Hook up.
Sure, I was getting it. I saw your line.
Philip?
Yeah, I think so. Oh.
You sure you got one? Oh! You don't got one, just a 200-pound weight.
I got this. Oh, I think I did.
No? Oh, yeah, you did.
I swear I got big too. I don't know
Why can't we hook these doggone?
I don't know what they are.
They're getting smarter and smarter.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie my treble.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tie my treble. Did I do that?
No. Okay. It'll be fun.
Oh, like don't be like Anthony.
Yeah.
Let him be the guinea pig.
We're actually going to move.
Okay, I'll wait please.
Yeah, we're going to move.
Yeah, so I guess there's another spot of them then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I did get.
Oh, you got bit too. Yeah. God dang it.
Oh, bro.
Stop.
Put on my treble.
All right, everyone, we're moving. We're moving. We're moving over here. Are we still live? Oh, yeah, we are still live. Hey. Hello. All right, we're going to get one, everyone. These things are just being very smart right now. You're good? I think these are the small ones that are biting us.
Yeah, you know those treble hooks you use for trout fishing?
Yeah,
The cold ones? 516?
yeah.
Long?
Yeah.
Bury that into sardine?
Something good to put on?
No, I don't have it. Hey, you know?
All right, let's see what my phone's at.
I can't see it.
Charging wise. Let's see. Oh, we're good. Hello, everyone. Hello. Out here at halibut fishing, and we are going to. Oh, let me turn this boat. We are going to get some halibut. We are not stopping until we get them. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna get them. Seems like there's one area we keep getting bit, but nothing wants to frickin' stick. Hey, Jeanette, how are you? I'll bet you anything, Renee, if you had your binoculars, you'd be able to see us. Yes, you can. I'm gonna go right over here. Hey, Kelly girl. There is wind, white caps, and swells. It's just great. Boy. Come right up. Oh, that was a big swell. Holy cow. We're going to go right over here really quick. And then we're going to drift again. And get some fish. Hey, Tim, how are you? All right, 1 second. I'm going to stop us. All right, we're good. Let's try it again. Here we go. Yes, it is, Rick. That's why we're here this time. Earlier was, this morning was not the right time. So we went for whatchamacallit first, rockfish first. There we go. Put this on here, right? Without picking it off. Oop, almost put it off. Told you. See? Clicked off the phone. Gosh dang it. Hold on. Here we go. Whoever gets the first half of it right there. Okay.